Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Hornets Hockey Network, your number one source for all things Hornets hockey. My name is Rob Finger, and tonight we're joined by our videographer, Fu-Mei Tung, and tonight we're back at the MAC. Yes, tonight your FM Hornets are at home, and it is here where they will take on, once again, another titanic opponent. This time, it's the Syracuse Cougars taking on your FM Hornets. And now, here's your scouting report. Over the past years, it's been a tale of two titanic teams in Section 3, those teams being the West Jenny Wildcats and the Syracuse Cougars. Head-to-head, the FM Hornets have not won against the Cougars since January 31st of 2013. The events of last week, however, have proven that these Hornets have become giant killers. On Thursday, the Hornets were able to snap a 14-year-long losing streak to the Wildcats, winning 4-3 in overtime, with Jonas Osterley scoring the tying goal and Jackson Denton hammering home the game winner. But the day after, having been worn down to the wire by Jenny, they were rather smacked by the 50-0 undefeated Skinny Atlas Lakers, losing out 8-0. On the end of the Cougars, though, it seemed that they themselves were reduced to mere kittens when they experienced an identical beating from the Lakers, losing 8-0 as well. In another nearly identical scenario, the Cougars, much like the Hornets, were beaten 3-2 by the Beeville Bees. The only reason that the Hornets lie lower in the standings compared to the Cougars is simply because their calendar was greatly reduced due to a confirmed COVID case a few weeks back, and as such, have not played nearly as many games as the Cougars. The records today stand at 5-2 for the Cougars and 3-2 for the Hornets. A few players to look out for tonight for the Cougars, the top scorer being number 5, Jamison Bucktooth, with 5 goals to his name over the course of this season. Behind him sit number 13, Matthew Gilmore, and number 6, Nelson Jones, each with 3 goals apiece. In the assist column, however, it's Nelson Jones who reigns supreme with 5 assists to his name, with number 22, Ethan Petty, sitting just behind him with 4 assists. For your Hornets, at the top of the goal column sits number 27, John Manzi. He himself has amassed 4 goals to his name. On the topic of the assists, it's Jack Kent who sits at the top of the Hornets with 4 assists, while number 8, Jackson Denton, number 6, Jonas Osterley, and John Manzi follow close behind him with 3 assists to each of them. In terms of goaltending between these two teams, it seems that number 30, Chris Finger for the FM Hornets, reigns supreme, having faced 59 shots, making 55 saves for a save percentage of .932. Meanwhile, for the Cougars, number 28, Evan Carter, has faced 67 shots, but due to him only making 56 saves, his save percentage lies at .835. But all those numbers and statistics are in the past. The only thing that matters is this game here and now. And now, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for your starting lineups. Starting in goal for the Syracuse Cougars is number 28, Evan Carter. Starting at defense is number 26, Tommy Rio. Also at defense, number 22, Ethan Petty. Starting at forward is number 5, Jamison Bucktooth. Also at forward, number 6, Nelson Jones. And finally, starting at forward, number 13, Matthew Gilmore. And now, the starting lineup for your FM Hornets. Starting in goal, your man between the pipes, number 30, Chris Finger. Starting at defense, number 15, Liam Kira. Also at defense, number 24, Andrew Heyman. Starting at forward, number 6, Jonas Osterley. Also starting forward, the captain, number 8, Jackson Denton. And last but not least, starting at forward, number 27, John Manzi. The boys are buzzing here in Cicero tonight as we get set for another exciting edition of Hornets hockey. Will the Cougars rattle the hive enough for the Hornets to fall out? Or will the Hornets swarm the Cougars, defend the nest, and come home with victory? All that and more will be decided here in Cicero. And your one and only place to watch every second of the action is here on the Hornets Hockey Network. It's Cougars versus Hornets as we get set for game time.
Welcome everyone to tonight's high school hockey matchup against the Syracuse Cougars and FM Hornets. The starting lineup for tonight's Syracuse Cougars. Sophomore forward number 5, James Wisnowski. Senior forward number 6, Nelson Jones. Forward number 13, 8th grader, Maddie Gilmore. At defense, number 22, senior, Ethan Petty. Junior defenseman, number 26, Tommy Leo. And in the net, goaltender, number 28, senior, Evan Carter. And now for your host, FM Hornets. Forward, at senior number 8, Jackson Denton. Junior forward, 27, John Manzi. Junior forward, number 6, Jonas Osterly. Senior defenseman and co-captain, Liam Urick. And senior defenseman, number 24, Andrew Hammond. And tonight's netminder for the FM Hornets freshman, number 30, Chris Finger. Now please remove your hands for the national anthem.
And with that, after both teams pick up the warm-up pucks and get ready with pep talks from their coaches, it's hockey time here in Cicero. And we will get set for the opening face-off. Face off now. Puck is dropped and it's won back by the Cougars. D to D now. Trying to get it back up the end of the ice. And they get it into the Hornets zone. Kirek there chasing there below the goal line. Facing pressure though from the Cougars as the Cougars take it out. Behind the net. Trying to make something happen. Sends it to the corner. Sends it to the net. But it's turned away. And Manzi will try to get it up the ice there. However, the Cougars trying to get it and keeping it into the Hornets zone. Manzi comes out with it again. Passes it up to Denton. Denton, however, faces pressure at the blue line, and the Cougars keep it in. Relinquishing it, still it's score. And with less than a minute in, the Syracuse Cougars were the first ones to put one up on the board. Face off now, one to the side by the Hornets there, but it's Lorraine who gets it just into the Cougars zone. However, the Cougars trying to break out with it here now, sending it up to the winger. Winger now gets it off the boards there, but it's Lorraine who will pick it back up, trying to send it out of his own zone, but it's intercepted by the Cougars. They send it towards the middle. However, it's knocked away and back towards the boards, now in the corner. Coming out with it, sending it all across there. Shoots it. Save made by Finger. .43 left in this first period of play here, and it is already 1-0 in favor of the Cougars. One to the side by the Cougars, trying to send it towards the goal there, but it was McEwen who tried to pick it up, but the Cougars now bring it. Save made by Finger there. And a bit of confusion and traffic there in the middle. However, the Hornets now getting it out. Denton sending it over to Manzi. Manzi trying to knock it into the zone, but it's Osterley who gets it over to Denton. Osterley shooting, and it's turned away by Carter. In the corner now. Cougars come out with it, breaking it out now. However, Heyman is able to keep it in momentarily for the Hornets. But Osterley putting the body on there. Good hit. Cougars, however, getting it into the Hornets zone, but that's Heyman for the Hornets, getting it out of their own zone, getting to the red line and putting it into the Cougars zone. Wyman picks it up now. Tries to get it towards the center, however, it's intercepted by the Cougars. And they will put the pressure on as it comes out of their own zone. Leveroni, however, getting it back for the Hornets. He sends it into the Cougars zone. And a bit of action below the goal line now. DeBlasi keeping it in as the Cougars try to get it out of their zone. Wyman now trying to knock it. However, the Cougars picking it back up, trying to send it up for a cherry picker there. However, the pass was nowhere near him, and it goes down the ice for an icing. Face-off now to the left of Evan Carter. One to the side by the Hornets there. However, the Cougars sending it over to the boards. And now they get it out of their zone and into the Hornets zone. Lorraine picks it up. Sending it off the glass there, up to Manzi. However, Osterley picks it up, tries to get it over to Thompson there. But it's able to go into the Cougars zone. Cougars now trying to break it out. Fighting along the boards there, they're finally able to get it out of their zone. They send it over to the winger on the other side. In the Hornets zone now. Up to the board man, shoots, and it goes wide of the net. Lorraine now picking it up, coming up the ice with speed. Gets it up to Manzi. Manzi making moves. However, the Cougars put the pressure on and are able to stop him right in his tracks. McEwen picking it up now in the Hornets zone. However, the pressure is put on him. It seems that he's got his stick. And a big hit from Jackson Denton right in the middle there. Cougars, however, getting the puck back into the Hornets zone. McEwen goes to chase. He rather scares that Cougar away from getting the puck, and he gets it up to Denton. Denton trying to get it out of the zone, and it's the body of Manzi there that is able to knock it out momentarily. However, the Cougars now getting it back into the Hornet zone. Sends it to the boardman. Boardman comes in, shoots. Save made by Finger. Arrington there trying to get it, fighting in the corner there. Cougars, though, are able to come out with it. They send it up to the D. D shoots! And it goes wide after a deflection from a man in the middle. Trying to send it towards the center again, but it's Beam who's able to come out with it. Coming up the ice to speed, he dumps it into the Cougar zone. Cougars now being forced to break it out again, sending it off the boards there. And they get it out of their zone, but Lorraine is there to get it in the Hornets zone. As the Hornets change, tries to get it out of the zone. However, it's over to Manzi now. Manzi getting off the boards up to, I believe that was Wyman. And it's on the back of the Cougars' goal now. They get it out. Thompson, though, trying to keep it into the Cougars' zone. But Osterley goes over towards the boards and get it. But the Cougars putting the pressure on as ever. They get it into the Hornet zone, coming through the middle. Shoots! Save made by Finger! Shot again, and it goes wide of the net. In the corner now, that's Thompson. Trying to make something happen with it, but the pressure is put on him. Comes out to the center. And it's a bouncing puck, but Thompson is able to pick it up. Tries to send it over to Denton. Denton picking it up, making some moves there. The captain there getting it into the Cougar zone, making some moves, and he's able to get it deep. Cougars, however, picking it back up. They quickly send it out of their own zone. But it's Kirak that's able to send it up to DeBlasi, and DeBlasi will get it on the Cougars' goal, but more importantly, in their zone. Cougars trying once again to break it out. Fighting in the corner there. That's Leveroni and DeBlasi trying to put the pressure on down there. But a stoppage is called after a little bit too much time of no movement. Face off now to the right of Evan Carter. One back by the Hornets. Manzi getting up to Heyman. Heyman shoots off the skate there, I believe, of a Cougar. And the Cougars will try to break it out. Manzi there putting the body on. Coming around, sends it over to Heyman. Heyman shoots. Save made by Carter. 8:17 left to go in this first period of play here in Cicero. The score is 1-0 in favor of the Syracuse Cougars. Face off now to the left of Evan Carter. One back by the Cougars, however, the Hornets quick to put the pressure on. Lorraine there trying to keep it in along with help from Osterley, but the Cougars pick it up and get it out of their zone. However, and now getting it into the Hornets zone deep. Lorraine there trying to pass it over to Osterley, sorry. Leveroni there in the corner, getting it over to Lorraine. Lorraine to Blasi. Blasi. But getting it in there are the Hornets. Cougars, though, making efforts to break out as the Hornets change their line. McEwen getting it and sending it back deep into the Hornets zone. Carter will recover it, but Denton is sure to put the pressure on quick. Fighting in the corner there is Manzi, but the Cougars come out with it, go behind their net, and try to break it out. Sending it to the center there. I don't believe that Heyman kept that in, and neither does the ref. Cougars, however, getting it into the Hornets zone. Shoots, save made, and it is quickly covered by Chris Finger. 6:57 left to go in this first period of play. The score is 1-0 to the Cougars. Face off to the left of Finger. Still in the middle there. Save made after a quick shot from the Cougars after they grabbed it out of the middle. Face off to Fingers left again. One forward by the Cougars. They send it on goal again, but it's in the middle there. And the net was dislodged there after quite the bit of pressure from the Cougars. Just before the net was off there, the Hornets were able to find it and get it away from the center of the zone. Face off one back by the Hornets there. Heyman comes out with it. Tries to send it towards the center, but the Cougars shoot! And it just goes wide. On the boards there is Denton. Denton getting it out with one hand on his stick. Quite the feat. Hacking it down there is Osterley. Osterley getting it over to Denton. Denton trying to send it up to Manzi, who's coming across. Manzi, however, making sure that no Cougar gets that puck in their own zone. Cougars, though, getting it out of their own zone, getting it into the Hornets zone. Coming around, shoots, save, made by Finger, another shot, and another save. Trying to make some moves there, though. It's one of the Cougars players. They attempt to break it out now. Up to the wingman. Wingman sending it in, but Lorraine will knock it down, sending it behind the net for McEwen. McEwen sending it across the zone there, but the Cougars knock it back deep. McEwen, they're facing some serious pressure, but that's de Blasi who's able to keep it below the goal line. Sending it to the center, and that center man was not able to do anything with it. Sending it over to the boards now, sending it up to the D. D shoots, and it's way wide of the net. McEwen there, facing some trouble with the ref in his way. Over the Cougars, shoot! Just wide of the net again! Up to the D, sending it into the corner now. Up to the boardman, boardman up to the D. However, doesn't get there. A man has to go over, shoots, save made, and another save. My, just in these past few minutes, the amount of saves that Finger has had to made, a lot of them consecutively. Sends it to the center, but the Hornets are able to get it out of their zone. Final. 4:41 left to go in this first period of play. 1-0 is the score. The leaders are the Cougars. Face off now to the left of Chris Finger. One to the side by the Cougars there. Cougars, though, sending it deep. In the corner now, sends it up to the D. D shoots, and it's wide of the net. Heyman putting the pressure on, but the Cougars picking it back up, taking it in, shoots, save, made! Hornets now making efforts to get it out of their zone, but the Cougars still have it deep. Behind the net there, sending it up to the D. D-man shoots, and it's off the skate of Manzi, and with the help of Denton, they are able to get it out and into the Cougar zone. Trying to make some moves there. Carter is able to knock it away after Manzi comes towards the net with it. Cougars now breaking it out. Across the red line, sending it into the glove of Finger there. .351 left to go in this first period of play here in Cicero. The score is 1 to the Cougars and 0 to the Hornets. Hornets win it back. Lorraine picks it up, sends it around to Harrington. Harrington, however, was able to get it out there after it temporarily went to the Cougars. Cougars, though, getting it in their own zone, sending it back around the other way, sending it to the center, and they break it out. Over to the other side there, comes in, shoots, save by Finger! Face-off now to the left of Chris Finger. One back by the Hornets. McEwen picks it up, sending it over to Heyman. Heyman picking it up, getting it off the boards to Manzi. Manzi up to Denton. Denton there coming through the middle, but pressure was put on by the Cougars, and the Cougars, off the glass there, will get it out. Into the Hornets zone now, sending it toward the center, shoots, and it's just wide of the net. Osterley getting it up to Denton there. Denton, I'm not sure if he knew where that was, but he picks it up now in the Cougar zone. Tries to send it over to Manzi, but pressure forces the puck to fall into the Cougars' hands. Cougars now getting it into the Hornets zone, and McEwen is there to pick it up as the Cougars change. McEwen there making some moves, is able to get it out of his zone, passes it up to Leveroni. Leveroni gets it to De Blasi. De Blasi all the way over to Wyman. Wyman making moves there in the Cougars zone. Cougars, however, trying to break it out there, but Kirak is able to come down and keep it in the Cougar zone. And so is Wyman. Cougars, though, maintaining control of it. Relinquish it to Wyman, though, and Wyman sends it back deep into the corner. Leveroni putting pressure on the Cougars player there. Soon joined by Wyman, but the Cougars are able to get it out of their zone. Sends it all the way over to the boardman on the other side. Shoots! And a blocker save by Finger. Trying to send it towards the center there, but it's the captain, Jackson Denton, who picks it up and takes it into the Cougars zone. Stops it, tries to send it over, but Heyman is able to keep it in, sending it over to Manzi. Denton picks it up, but it's knocked away by the Cougars. Heyman and Lorraine chasing that Cougar in the Hornets zone. Shoots, save made, and it goes out of the Hornet zone. Sending it back in, though, are the Cougars. Heyman will pick it up, though. Tries to send it up to Thompson there, but it went just a little bit too far. That will be an icing. Face off now to the right of Chris Finger. One back by the Cougars, shoots, save made. And a bit of a routine stop, it went at his chest. One back by the Cougars again, shoots, and it goes over the net. Less than a minute left to go here in this period, however. One of the Cougars players there sent it into the bench of the Hornets. A neutral zone faceoff. One to the side by the Hornets. That's Kirak now picking it up. Trying to send it into the Cougars zone, which he does. Cougars, though, lobbing it up to their players in the Hornet zone. Shoots it. Save by Finger. Face off to the right of Chris Finger. One back by the Cougars again. They get it over to the D, but he sends it over to the other D. Shoots it, goes wide of the net. Nancy there, trying to pick it up. Sends it around. McEwen will pick it up. McEwen going the other way now, sending it up to Kirak. However, it goes out of the Hornet zone, the important part. But the Hornets are able to intercept it in the neutral zone. Manzi comes in with it. But it's tripped up there, and a penalty will be called on the Syracuse Cougars. And that will be a 1 minute and 30-second penalty there for tripping on number 26, Tommy Rio. 13.2 seconds left to go in this period. Cougars win it to the side, and they get it quickly into the Hornet zone. Finger leaves it for Denton there. but Denton will bide his time as the clock runs out. At the end of the first period, it is 1-0 Cougars over Hornets due to that very early there first goal for the Cougars. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. Second period of action will be here on the Hornets Hockey Network. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hornets Hockey Network. We're here at the Mid-State Athletics Community Center in Cicero, where the score is 1-0 in favor of the Syracuse Cougars. Shots that have just been put up for the first period were as follows: 18 for the Cougars there, and only 5 for the Hornets. Finger is surely seeing a lot of rubber tonight. For this period, due to that late penalty on Tommy Rio there for tripping, the Syracuse Cougars will start this period down a man. And now, both teams are getting set for second period of action here in Cicero. What will this second period bring? Well, that will be determined. Both goalies ready now. And the puck is dropped. And it's up in the air. One back by the Hornets, though. And that's Manzi with it. Manzi sending it up to Denton. Denton bringing it into the Cougars zone there. Comes across, sends it over to Manzi. Manzi back to Denton. Gets it off the boards. Tries to send it deep into the Cougars zone. Denton sends it over to DeBlasi there on the other side of the ice. DeBlasi taking it deep, trying to get it towards the center. However, it squirts out into the corner for the Cougars to pick up. But Manzi there with the shin is able to keep it in. Comes to the center. In the center there. A lot of commotion. However, it squirts out, and it's now in the Hornets zone for the Hornets to regroup. Getting it to Manzi now. Manzi, however, getting it up to Osterley. Osterley over to Denton. Denton there taking it deep into the zone. Trying to get it up to the point there. That's Manzi. Over to Denton. Denton to Manzi. Manzi shoots! And it's redirected right at the goalie, but Carter is able to save it. Sends it up to Denton. Denton to Manzi. Manzi sending it into the corner. And just like that, the Cougars have killed off their penalty, and they ice it down the length of the rink. .37 left to go in this second period of play here. The score remains 1-0 to the Syracuse Cougars. Face off now to the right of Evan Carter. In the middle there, one forward by the Hornets. However, the Cougars taking it back out again. Cougars getting it into the Hornet zone there. Kirak picks it up, sends it over to Heyman and Leveroni. Leveroni, however, facing some pressure, and the Cougars send it back in deep. Trying to send it towards the middle there, but it's Beam who picks it up, gets it towards the boards and out of trouble's way. Heyman there in the corner, sends it to Beam. Beam, however, tried to send it to the other corner, but the Cougars put the body on it, shoots, and a save made by Finger. He turns it away. It's in the corner now. A penalty there on the Hornets, and they try to score. And the penalty will be on the Hornets there. Sorry, I believe we have a set of coincidentals here. I'm not sure exactly what for, but we have a pair of coincidentals there. I believe that big hit that Briggs Bean put out on the boards there was a bit of a no-no, but however, I'm not sure how the Cougars got their penalty. I believe the other ref signaled a bit of a interference. But with those coincidental penalties, the strength will remain 5-on-5. Face-off one back for the Hornets, however, the Cougars short of pressure on. Cougars are trying to keep it into the Hornet zone. Still on the boards there. However, Osterley is able to knock it, but the Cougars send it back deep. McEwen there, getting it off the glass there. But the Cougars, quick to pick it up, send it back into the Hornet zone. Lorraine to McEwen there. McEwen trying to send it all the way over for Osterley, but the Cougars were quick to pick it up. Denton there, getting it back for the Hornets, trying to make moves in the neutral zone there. But with the help of McEwen there, they're able to get it into the Cougar zone. Shoots! Save made by Evan Carter. And a glove save there after a rocket shot from the point. .12:01 left to go in this second period of play here in Cicero. The score remains at 1-0. Face off to the right of Evan Carter. One to the side by the Cougars. They're trying to get it out there, but the Hornets are able to put the pressure on and keep it down deep. Cougars, though, maintaining control of it, but it's Kirak who's able to keep it into the Cougar zone. Cougars, though, getting control of it, trying to get it out of their own zone. Heyman is there to pick it up. And finally, but Kirak again keeping it in there. But the Cougars are finally able to get it out of their zone. A 2-on-1 here. Shoots just wide of the net. Shoots again. But I believe that went quite wide there. Berry picking it up, trying to get it up to Harrington. However, it goes into the hands of the Cougars. Cougars there breaking it out, trying to get it all the way over to the side. And a waved off icing there after it did reach the goal line before anybody touched it, but it was called off by the other ref. Cougars now getting it, trying at least, to get it back into the Hornets zone, but the Hornets, with the help of Kirak and Wyman there, were able to get it momentarily into the Cougar zone, but that will be an icing on the Syracuse Cougars. Face off now, once again to the right of Evan Carter. One to the side there by the Cougars. Cougars now breaking it out. To get it up. But that's Manzi there that's able to stop it and gain control of it. Fighting in the corner though. Osterley on the boards there, and Denton is able to pick it up. Trying to get it through the neutral zone there, but the pressure is put on and the Cougars taking it the other way. Trying to get it out there. McEwen taking control of it over to Lorraine. Lorraine gets it up to Denton, but it falls into the hands of the Cougars once again, and the Cougars will take it into the Hornet zone. Sending it over, but the man there is not able to catch it. Sending it around into the corner there on the boards. Denton fighting with it. Getting it up to Manzi, who picks it up. Manzi coming across, and just no offsides there. Shoots it at a bit of a shallow angle, but it goes out of the zone. McEwen there racing to catch it, but the Cougars pick it up off the crossbar! And no goal to that man who's able to pick it up in the center there. But it went right off the crossbar as he tried to lift it top shelf. Face-off now in the neutral zone after one of the Hornets players sent it into his own bench. One back by the Cougars. Cougars, though, trying to get it up the other end of the ice. But the Hornets are keen to get it into the Cougars zone. And into the Cougars zone, the puck goes. Cougars, though, picking it up, coming around the corner, sending it up the length of the rink. And that will be, yet again, another icing. Face off to the right of Evan Carter once again. One forward by the Hornets there. Heyman is able to pick it up. He sends it over to Denton. Denton fumbles a bit with it, but is able to maintain a bit of control. Sends it deep into the Cougar zone. Fighting there below the goal line, but the Cougars are able to take it, try to get it out, but it's Manzi and Heyman there making efforts to keep it into the Cougar zone, but the Cougars get it momentarily now into the Hornet zone, passing it up to Heyman now. But the Cougars get it back, and they regroup. Coming up the ice there, just over the red line, tries to get it deep into the Hornet zone. But it's Manzi who picks it up, sends it over to Kurek and up to Denton. Denton coming into the zone now, shoots it, but the pressure is a bit too much. He loses it in the center, and Osterley will pick it up in the corner. Sends it over to the other side there for Kurek, but it falls into the hands of the Cougars once again. Cougars will take it out. Into the Hornet zone now. To the center, a poke check by Chris, and he's able to save it. And a penalty there. I'm not sure what it was for, but I believe that will be a penalty on the Hornets. And that will be number 15, Liam Kurek, going to the box. And the Hornets will go down on a penalty kill. 7:53 left to go in the second period here. And it will be a face-off to the left of Chris Finger. One to the side for the Hornets, but the Cougars take control of it and they set it up. Sending it all the way to the boardman on the other side. So it's down to the corner, man. Boardman now picking it up, sending it to the center, shoots, save, made, and another save. As a rebound was trying to hammer home there, but in making the save, Finger dislodged the net. Face off now to his right. One back by the Cougars. They get it up to the defenseman, D to D. Across the top there. Leveroni tries to get it, but the Cougars trying to make a play there. Failed a bit, and it's the Hornets who will take it into the Cougar zone. Shoots, save made by Carter. And that little slip up from the Cougars will result in a defensive zone face-off for them. 52 seconds left to go in that penalty for the Hornets. Let's see if they can kill it off. One to the side by the Cougars. The Cougars send it back into the corner. Trying to break it out now, but the pressure is put on by Denton. And he's really going for it, but the Cougars are able to get it into the Hornet zone. Heyman trying to pick it up there. But another penalty here, and that will be a slash. And that's another penalty for number 26, Tommy Rio, and that will be slashing. And for 36 seconds, they will go down 4-on-4. Face off now to the right of Evan Carter. Once again, Cougars win it back, but it's Manzi sure to put the pressure on. But the Cougars are able to pick it up and get it out of their own zone. Getting up to Heyman, however. They try to send it over to Manzi. Manzi gets it trying over to Denton. Denton, though, picking it up. Sending it all the way up to Heyman. However, it just goes out of the zone, and the Hornets will have to regroup. Manzi there, taking it through the center there, into the Cougar zone, shoots. But I don't think he actually managed to get the shot off. Hornets now trying to maintain control there. And a bit of a trippage there by one of the Cougars players. But it seems that their defense have not followed the forwards. And they're all the way back in their own zone. Sending it down the length of the ice there. Just missing the post there. That's Manzi who will pick it up. And the Hornets are now on the power play. Osterley over to Denton. Denton coming across, shoots. And it's off the pad of Carter. And due to a high sticking there, a delayed high sticking call, nobody wanted to touch it there because if the offending team touches the puck, then they will be penalized, not with a penalty, but a face-off in their own end. Face-off now to the right of Finger. One back by the Cougars. Cougars trying to keep it into the Hornets zone, but that's DeBlasi trying to get it up, but it's butt tooth for the Cougars, getting it towards the center. Coming out, shoots, and it's off the leg of Heyman. Cougars there trying to get it across to a shooter, but it goes into the corner. Behind the net now, trying to make something happen with it. Coming around, switching the direction, goes over to the corner man, gets it up to the D-man, shoots it. Save made by Finger, and DeBlasi is able to pick it up, comes across through two men, and is able to get it into the Cougar zone. Cougars, though, trying to pick it up, but that's Leveroni trying to keep it in the Cougar zone, but the Cougars coming into the Hornets zone, and he tried to drop it to a guy behind him there, but he was too far behind to pick it up. D has it now, shoots it, and it's off a defender. Come to the center again, but no capitalization there. Cougars coming towards the center, shoots, save made! And that will be a whistle. .421 left to go in this second period of play here in Cicero. The score remains at 1-0. Face off to the left of Finger there. One back by the Cougars. Cougars get it to the D. But that's Colton Ives who was able to knock it into the corner there. Send it over to the center though. But he loses it and is forced to go back deep below the goal line. Hornets now trying to break it out. And get that out, they do. And they get it into the Cougar zone, in fact. Cougars now forced to break out. Biggs Beam, though, making sure he puts the pressure on, followed by Colton Ives. Cougars, though, maintaining control of it, breaking it out there, getting it into the Hornets zone, shoots it just wide of the net, and it goes all the way out to the D. Shoots it again, but it goes wide after a deflection. McEwen there, getting it out of the Hornets zone, but it goes to the Cougars defenders. McEwen there picking it up, though, after a bit of pressure there in the middle of the neutral zone. But the Cougars, however, will make efforts to break it out. Sending it around the other way, but it's Denton who was able to pick it up and send it the other way. Manzi will go pick it up. Cougars, though, sending it around a bit too quickly there. And no icing is called. Lorraine getting it up to Osterley. Osterley taking it around behind his own net for some room. taking his time there, trying to get it up to Manzi, but it was knocked away by the stick of a Cougar, but it goes into their own zone. Manzi now picking it up, sending it over to Osterley. Osterley back to Manzi, shoots, and it just goes wide of the net. And a whistle was called there. Not sure if the net was dislodged or something happened there. I believe the net may have been dislodged. 2:25 left to go in this second period of play. The score remains still at 1-0 in favor of the Cougars. However, the Hornets winning it back there, but the Cougars breaking it out now. However, the Hornets keen to put the pressure on. Sending it up to Osterley. Osterley to Denton for a quick play that gets it out of their zone. Cougars, though, sending it just into the Hornets zone, trying to take it to the center there. But the defense of the Hornets is able to keep it on the boards. Shoots it. Save made by Chris Finger, and he turns it away. Save again after a shot from the circle. Sends it to the center, shoots, and it's covered for yet another save by Chris Finger. A bit of smack talk, I believe, going on in the center of the zone there after the whistle. But with every high school sport, that's part of the game. Face off now to the right of Chris. Shoots, save made, and he turns it away. Cougars, however, trying to take it towards the center there. D shoots, and it tried to redirect it behind the pads of Chris Finger there. But the Cougars are forced to regroup again. D to D now. Shoots off the leg of Leveroni. Cougars there. Getting over to the D. Shoots. And it's tried to redirect there, and it goes just wide of the net. Shooting it again, and it's wide yet again. Getting it out there was Thompson. Leveroni taking it into the zone. But the Cougars putting the pressure on, and they regain possession. Oh, and a big hit from Leveroni there behind the net. Small kid, but he was able to put a serious hit on. But the Cougars taking it down the length of the ice, tried to make a play there in the center, but the man on the other side missed it. Cougars, however, trying to make something happen, send it to the center, went just off the net there. And the Hornets trying to break it out, but the Cougars keep it in. Coming around the court circle, sends it to the other one, shoots, save made, and he turns it wide. Lorraine now coming out with the puck for the Hornets. Cougars, though, making efforts to keep it into the Hornets zone, comes in, shoots, wide of the net again. And the Hornets are able to get it out, but with not enough time remaining in the second period. And at the end of the second period, the score remains at 1-0 in favor of the Syracuse Cougars. Your shots for that period were 33 for the Cougars there, and 13 to the Hornets. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. For in about 15 minutes, we will be coming at you again with third period of action here from Cicero. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mid-State Athletics Youth Hockey. Apologies for that. Welcome back to the Mid-State Athletics Community Center for third period hockey here in Cicero. The score is maintained at 1-0 with the Cougars having that one goal over the Hornets. Both teams concluding their little pre-period warm-ups here. And we will get started with third period of action. And now, both teams are ready for third period of action here in Cicero. Both goalies ready. Both teams ready. And the puck is dropped and is run forward by the Hornets. However, the Cougars trying to get possession of it here. They send it down to Denton for the Hornets. Denton coming up with it, trying to get it. Gets it over to the boards. Kurak there will try to keep it into the Cougars zone. However, his body redirects it up into the Cougars bench. Neutral zone face-off here. One forward by the Cougars. However, it's the Hornets who are quick to get the possession. They get it into the Cougars zone. And a big hit put on by Denton there. Cougars, though, getting it out of their own zone and into the Hornets zone now, taking it down with speed. Coming across now, trying to get it towards the net there, wraps it around, and it goes back behind the net. In the center, shoots, score! And the Cougars have lengthened their lead by 1. But over the course of this game, I have to give it to Chris Finger down there. He's faced 35 shots and let in only 2. Goes to show you that save percentage that he has is no joke. Cougars now trying to get it into the Hornets zone, but it's McEwen for the Hornets who sends it over to Lorraine and up to Leveroni. Leveroni trying to send it up to De Blasi there, but it goes back into the Hornets zone, putting the pressure on there are the Cougars, and they get it back deep. McEwen, they're picking it up, lobbing it out of the Hornets zone, and the Cougars are forced to regroup. Taking it back deep in their zone, though. They break it out. Facing pressure, though, from both Manzi and Denton. McEwen there picking it up, sending it over to Manzi, though. But it's missed, and it falls into the Cougars' hands. Cougars across, but that man could not catch it. And nothing is done with it, but it's in the corner now. Sending it back around, though, for his fellow man. Trying to send it to the center there, but it's poked away by Finger. Denton there, trying to make something happen with it. He gets it out of the Hornet zone, up to Manzi. Denton picking it up now. Coming in, dangling, shoots. Save made by Evan Carter. Back up for the Cougars there. They send it into the Hornet zone. It's Kirak there who will try to get it out of the Hornet zone. But the Cougars sending it across. Shoots! Another save made by Finger. And it's behind the net now, trying to get it towards the center. Shoots! And another save! Wyman now picking it up, coming down the length of the ice, tries to get it into the Cougar zone, but the pressure's just a bit too much. The Cougars send it the other way. Manzi will pick it up, though. Coming down the ice, faces a bit of pressure there. And a penalty is called for tripping. 12:02 left to go in this third period of play here. The score just recently has been extended 2-0. Face-off now to the right of Evan Carter for the Cougars. Cougars, though, on the penalty kill, courtesy of a penalty to Brady Hubbard there for tripping. Hornets winning it back now. Gets it up to DeBlasi. DeBlasi fumbles it a bit, but the Cougars take it the other way, and it's Denton trying to put the pressure on. Shoots, and it's wide of the net. Barry there trying to make something happen with it. Sends it up to Denton. Denton coming through the middle of it now. Osterley picking it up. Coming down towards the corner, trying to set something up here. Faces pressure though, and it's Barry who will send it up. And a backhanded thing, tries to keep it into the Cougar zone, but it's Manzi taking it in now, shoots. And he saves it. Sending it down the other way. Quite a bit of a close game here. Over to Leveroni now. Gets it up to DeBlasi. DeBlasi making moves in the neutral zone. Takes it momentarily into the Cougar zone. Cougars, however, picking it up and sending it down the length of the ice. Finger will pick it up and leave it for Manzi. Manzi coming across. Down the length of the ice with speed, making multiple moves there. Stops at the blue line. She gets it over to Beam. Beam over to Leveroni. But it goes to Manzi. Manzi shoots. And it's deflected downward. And the Cougars will take it out. Shooting it on net there. Into the shoulder there of Finger. 10:22 left in this third period of play here in Cicero. 2-0 is the score to the Cougars. And the penalty has been killed off, and we're now even strength. Face off to the right of Finger. One to the side by the Hornets, however, the Cougars are able to pick it up there. Try to get it deep, but that's Heyman picking it up now. Going the other way, sends it up to Harrington. Harrington coming up the ice, gets it into the Cougars zone. Over to Barry now. Barry getting it over to Beam. Beam back to Barry. Beam now picking it up. Takes it, trying to get it out of the corner, but the pressure is just a bit too much. The Cougars maintain possession. Fighting in the corner, however. Cougars making efforts to break it out. But keeping it in the zone there is Lorraine. Down for Harrington in the corner. Sends it up to Barry. Barry shoots, and it's off the pad of Evan Carter. Keeping it in there is Osterley. Osterley tries to get it over to Barry. But the Cougars sending it into their own bench there. Face off to the right of Evan Carter. One forward by the Cougars, however, Manzi picks it up, tries to get it to the center, but it's the Cougars who will come out of their own zone with it. Down the ice now into the Hornets zone, trying to get it to the center, and a delayed penalty there on number 12, Charlie Lorraine, and that will be it. 1 minute and 30 seconds for tripping. .10 left to go in this third period of play here. The Hornets have just gotten themselves a penalty, and they are now on the penalty kill. Face off to the right, our right, his left finger, and coming across there, shoots, scores. And only 6 seconds into the power play there, and the Cougars are able to score. The score now stands at 3-0 in favor of Syracuse. Winning it back, though, are the Hornets. Trying to make something happen there. Bobbles it at the blue line. And the Hornets will try to get it into the Cougar zone. And that's Manzi with it in the corner. Sends it up to Osterley. Osterley shoots, and it's just over the net. Cougars, however, lobbing it out of their own zone. Hornets trying to lob it back in. Cougars, though, taking it down the other way. Bit of fighting in the neutral zone there. And Heyman will come out with it. And a delayed penalty on, I believe, the Hornets. Shoots it over the net. And that will be a penalty here on the Hornets for interference. And that will be number 6, Jonas Osterley. Going to the box, 1 minute and 30 for interference. On the penalty kill, again, are the Hornets at that crucial face-off spot in their own zone to the left of finger. However, winning it back, though, are the Hornets. Fighting there in the corner with it. That's Kirak making his best effort. Denton tries to come in and help him, and it squirts out. And Lorraine will try to pick it up there in the corner, but the pressure is put on by the Cougars. Cougars now trying to set it up, get it to the board man, down to the deep man. Deep man coming out with it. Sends it, shoots, save made by Finger. And yet another one to add to his repertoire of saves made tonight. 7:45 left to go in this third period of play, and thus 7:45 left to go in the game. 3-0 is the score in favor of the Cougars as the Cougars win it back. Hornets, though, with the help of Manzi, trying to get it out there, sending it down the length of the ice. It will be stopped in the neutral zone, or at least deflected by one of those Cougars players. And they will break it out now, sending it down the length of the ice. Tried to get it to that board man there, but that will be an icing. 27 seconds left to go in that penalty there for Jonas Osterley. Can the Hornets kill this one off? Face off to the right of Carter. It's Beam coming out with it. He tried to get it towards the goal there, but the Cougars picked it up, and they are now breaking it out of their own zone. Coming down the ice with speed into the Hornets zone. Comes into the corner and tries to set it up. Coming out to the point. Sends it to the corner. Corner man walks out with it. Sends it to the board man. Board man up to the point. Point shoots. And it's deflected. And it's grabbed up by Finger. And the Hornets have successfully killed off their penalty. They are now back at full strength. But with 6:50 left to go in this third period, can they get 3 goals to tie the game? Winning it back are the Hornets. Lorraine now trying to pick it up there. Sends it over towards the boards, but it's the Cougars who get it. Try to get it towards the goal there, but it went wide. Getting it now on the boards there for the Cougars. Sends it back into the corner. Sends it to the center, but that center man was not able to catch it. Sends it up to the point now, shoots! And a blocker save by Finger as he turns it away. Just getting out of the Hornets zone now. Cougars are forced to regroup. Cranking it out now. Sending it up to the boardman. Boardman to the center. But I believe a bit of coincidental penalties there on both a Hornets player and a Cougars player for a bit of roughing. And that'll be Luke Dwyer for the Cougars, number 12, and number 15, Liam Kurak for the Hornets. However, due to them being coincidental, the strength will stay at 5. Sending it deep into the zone. There's Denton. Manzi shot there. And it was just wide of the net. Heyman bringing it out now, getting to Manzi. Tries to get it towards the net. Denton with it now at the point. But it's the Cougars who come out with their zone with it. Sends it over. But it's too far ahead. Takovich getting it out of his own zone there. Cougars trying to get it out of their own zone. It was knocked up there by Denton. But the Cougars trying to get it out of their own zone. Manzi shoots. Save made by Evan Carter again. Cougars there trying to get it out of their own zone. The pressure certainly put on by the Hornets. But so does the pressure get put on by the Cougars. Cougars now trying to take it out of their own zone, which they do, sending it up to the man there. But it was intercepted by Leveroni. However, the Cougars, maintaining control of it, get it into the Hornets zone. Down to the man below the goal line there. Sends it over to the corner. Corner man brings it out to the board man. Board man back to the corner. Get to the board man, shoots. Save made, and it's turned away. Behind the goal line now, behind the net. Coming out with it. Gets it up to the point. Point man back to the boards. It goes into the corner. Gets it up to Leveroni there. And Leveroni is able to get it up to Denton. Denton brings it into the Cougar zone. Shoots, passes it, shoots, and scores! Charlie Lorraine on a beautiful passing play there. And it hopped just up over the pads of Evan Carter. And the Hornets, after 2 periods, and with 4:02 left in the game, they have answered the call of the Cougars. The score has been reduced 3-1. Face off now in the middle. One back by the Cougars. Cougars now trying to get it into the Hornets zone. Rather quickly shoots it, and he scores. Less than 30 seconds later, on a bit of a rushing play, the Cougars are able to answer the Hornets call. They lengthen their lead back to 3. The score is now 4-1. Man, that's gotta be disheartening for the Hornets there. Less than 30 seconds after they had scored their first goal of the game, on a rather lucky bounce there, the Cougars put the Jets on, and they scored again. However, winning after that face-off there, trying to get it into the Hornet zone, a bit of a rush there, did not make anything happen. They will rush it in again. Sending it around into the corner. Cougars trying to make something happen with it. Harrington there trying to get it out of the zone, but the point man shoots, and it's scooped up by Finger. .3:18 left to go in this third period of play here in Cicero 4-1 is the score after quite a few goals there. And 2 goals, one for the Hornets, one for the Cougars, in the span of less than 30 seconds. That shot there for the Cougars, though, it went up into the netting. And another face-off will happen at that exact same spot. Cougars trying to get it back there. Osterley tries to get it out, but Lorraine there trying to get it out of his own zone. But the Cougars are able to try and scoop it up there. But that's Osterley who gets it up to Manzi. Manzi coming in with it. Manzi turning around there. Gets it up to Denton. Denton shoots. And a bit of chaos there in front of the net. But it goes back below the goal line. And the Cougars will break it out. Cougars there. Getting it into the Hornets zone rather deep. Denton there trying to get it out. Coming up the center of the zone there, making some moves. Comes in. Tries to make a flashy goal there. But it backfires. And that will be just out of the zone for the Hornets. And that will be an offsides. Neutral zone faceoff. The Cougars win it forward. But the Hornets sure to put the pressure on. Kirak tried to get it up the ice there, but it went into the scorer's table. Another neutral zone faceoff. However, kitty corner to the previous one. Hornets win it back, get it up the ice. However, it goes no farther than the neutral zone. Hornets there. And a delayed penalty on the Cougars as de Blasi trying to make something happen with it. And quite the commotion here in the corner there. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, the ref making frantic moves there. And Leveroni there will go to the box along with James and Bucktooth for the Cougars. Quite the turn of events here. I think what happened was that Leveroni put the pressure on him by means of a check by the Cougars there. Didn't really like it. And though the penalty was called, Leveroni himself came a bit charging towards his attacker in the corner there, causing that whole commotion. Face off to the right of Evan Carter. One back to the Hornets. Manzi gets it over to Denton, who shoots it wide. Manzi in the corner now. Big hits being thrown here late in the game. And another penalty is being called here on the Hornets. And quite the bit of commotion going on here late in the game. You've got to feel for the Hornets. They must be quite frustrated with this, being down 3 goals on their home ice. And after a bit of talking between the refs there, the refs have determined that it will be all the way down back in the Hornets zone. And the Hornets are down 4-on-5 due to that penalty there. Cougars now trying to set it up in the Hornets zone. Gets it up to the point man. Point man over to the boards. Boards back to the point. Shoots. And it's deflected and it goes into the corner. Corner for behind the net. Out to the corner man. Corner man across the length of the ice there. Shoots it just over the net. Gets it back to the corner. Corner up to the point. But the point man lets it squirt out there. trying to send it to his fellow D. And the Cougars will come in with speed, shoots it and scores. And with 48.2 seconds left to go in the third period here, the score is now 5-1 to the Cougars. Face off in the middle. One forward by the Hornets there by DeBlasi, but DeBlasi shoots, but it's turned away by Carter. DeBlasi shoots again, but it's off the stick of a defender. Beam will pick it up behind the net there. The Cougars trying to send it out, and they get it out of their own zone. McEwen there being chased down by one of the Cougars players. McEwen will come out with it, however. Sending it up the boards there. Trying to get it out, though, was Beam. But it fell into the Cougars' hands momentarily. But the Hornets were able to get it out of their own zone. DeBlasi coming out with it now. Coming into the Cougars' zone. A big open ice hit from Michael Furbeck there, I believe, of the Cougars. The Cougars coming back into the zone. And that'll do it for this game here. And with that, the game has ended. The final score, 5-1, the Syracuse Cougars over the FM Hornets. Shots on goal for that game were 46 for the Cougars there, but a mere 17 for the Hornets. But I will say, a major props to Chris Finger there of the Hornets, the goaltender. Certainly for those first two periods, definitely kept him in. Well, folks, that'll do it for tonight's edition of Hornets Hockey. Final score, 5-1 to the Cougars. We hope you enjoyed this stream tonight. Tune in next time as your FM Hornets go up against the CBA Brothers. And we wish you all a good night. Have a good one.